Hello everyone, welcome to my first Blox Noob to Pro video. Today I will be doing level 1 to 700 using the Devil Fruit Notifier Game Pass, but I have to eat every fruit that appears. Okay, so let's get started on the bandits. You want to do this quest until you reach level 10, that's the main goal for me. And once you get to level 10, don't worry, these NPCs are very easy. Once you get to level 10, you go to the Fountain City, and you just kill these NPCs. Don't be worried, it'll just take a while, just M1 them against the wall and you can't take any damage. You might die a few times because they have the AoE attack, but don't worry because it will give you a lot of levels. The first enemy will give you about 20 levels, which is pretty insane. You get to skip the forest area, which is why I like grinding at the Fountain City instead of the forest. So just grind here. My main level is level 55. Then once you get to 55, go back to the pirate starter place, and then the pirate village, and kill Bobby the Clown, like as seen in this video, and do it until you reach level 60. Don't worry guys, you can wall strat this boss. Stand on the stairs. I only showed it for a little bit in the video, but if you stand on the stairs, you can wall strat the boss. Alright, so once you reach level 60, you can move on to the desert, and I just like to farm these guys until level 75 I think. Yep, but a fruit has spawned, so obviously I'm gonna go get the fruit. Or place your bets in the comments. What is it? It's spike fruit. I didn't expect spike fruit. I didn't want spike fruit, but it has to do. We have to eat it, so let's just eat it. That's a bit painful, but oh well. Grinding with the spike fruit, guys, is actually not as bad as it seems. It has a lot of AoE moves and it does decent damage, so I didn't really mind grinding with the spike fruit. If you guys have the spike fruit, it isn't the worst fruit, so it used to be a lot worse before the update. They made it better, so it isn't that bad of a grinding fruit. So I would just keep it unless you get a better fruit like smoke or flame or any Logia fruit. Okay, so once you're done in that area, I would recommend buying all the items. So air jump, aura, and flash dip. You'll need about 130,000 I think to buy all of them. But don't worry, if you haven't been random fruiting, you should be able to buy it pretty easily. So once you buy all that, just press J to activate your haki, and press R to teleport, guys. It's just, yeah. And then after you buy all that, you can move on to the snow bandits. They're decently easy enemies, just group them up, all of them at a time, and attack them with the spike attacks. It's decently easy enemies in comparison to the other ones. But obviously, if you had a Logia fruit, it would be a lot easier to grind these guys. Oh, and another fruit has spawned, guys. You're gonna place your bets in the comments of what it is. I'm really hoping that it's a Logia fruit, because it's gonna make grinding so much easier. Oh, it's back at the desert. Coming back to the desert for another fruit. Please give me a Logia fruit. Imagine it's a mythical fruit. Oh no, what is that? Spring. Oh, it's terrible fruit, guys. I wouldn't eat the fruit, but since it's a challenge, I have to eat it. There we go. Spring activated. Oh, knock. Okay, so grinding spring was hard, but you just kill the boss. There's no real strategy to kill the Yeti, sadly. You just have to go around it, be fast. It has one really big AoE attack that it does, so just keep your distance and keep attacking your skills on it, and it will die eventually, like that. Yep. And then once you're done with that, at level 120 I think, you need to move to the Marineford and kill these guys. They're pretty easy, just group them together and use all your skills on them. And then once you're at level 130 you can kill the boss. I would be careful though, this boss is pretty hard, but I think you can wall strat him, but I didn't in this video because I forgot. So you just go on the wall near the stairs and just lead him in, and you can wall strat him, which makes killing him a lot easier. And another fruit has spawned. You go get it real quick. I wonder what it is. Guys, I really need a low gear fruit. Low gear fruit will make grinding so easy. By this time I got out of the Marineford and I'm already at the Skylands. So at 140 I think you can go to the Skylands, or no, 150 you can go to the Skylands and start grinding them. It makes it a lot easier, guys, because they're pretty close together. Oh, is that ice fruit? Oh, that's so good, guys. I got ice fruit. It's finally a low gear fruit, and it has a sword too, which makes grinding so much easier. Definitely better than the spring fruit. I would prefer ice so much. Alright, so yeah, with ice fruit, grinding with ice fruit is so easy, guys. Just group them together and then just spam your M1s and then they die. Look at how easy that is. Look at it. It's so easy to grind levels with ice, guys. Like, I would keep this fruit if I could, but I can't. But luckily later on in the prison I'm just gonna have to server hop, and server hopping is gonna make my life so much easier, so I don't have to run into a fruit. And then, okay, so this point I was a bit tired, so I had to sign off for the night, you know, like, I think I was recording at 2 AM, which is good for me, because, you know, I had to swap, it stopped me from getting a new fruit, guys, because I really didn't want to swap out my ice fruit. I just wanted to keep grinding with the ice fruit. So yeah, just did a little bit of grinding the next morning, and got to prison. Prison's really easy, guys. You just group the enemies up and attack them. Look at this, guys. Once you get to level 220, you can start. You can wall strat the bosses, guys. Look at this. I can even wall strat Swan. Just be careful, because he can hit you through the wall, so you might die. But you just go back in and start clicking on him again, and he'll die. Look at this, you can even grip two enemies at once, two bosses at once. See, I'm killing them both at the same time. And then look at this, I just freeze him, and then attack him. And then I get 2 quests done for the time that I did one. In this clip, there was a Quake guy that used his tsunami attack, and it got the Swan aggroed, so it was a bit harder. But I still got to doing it. I just had to run away from that guy so he doesn't attack me, and then I just M1 Swan and kill him. Trust me, guys, this area is so easy. I even skipped the first bit of the Colosseum and kept grinding the bosses, because it's so much easier just server hopping the bosses. I prefer server hopping the bosses than farming the normal enemies, so I would just server hop the bosses until level 275. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna get rid of my combat, because, guys, combat is trash. No one likes combat. So get the dark step. It makes grinding so much more easy. And look at this, you just, like, these enemies are a bit harder, but with ice fruit it's easy because all the skills are good. So you can just use all your skills on them, and then they die pretty quickly too. And look at this, another fruit has spawned, guys. I have to get rid of ice fruit. I was so sad. Ice fruit was such a good fruit for grinding. I can't believe that I had to get rid of it, but that's the nature of the challenge, guys. You have to get rid of your fruit every time it spawns. So I wonder what it is. If it's another low gear, I'll be so happy, because low gears, trust me, guys, they make grinding so much easier in the first sea. Probably one of the best fruits in first sea is ice and light. So if you can get one of those, you're pretty much good. You don't even have to worry about it. Oh, where is the fruit? Oh, it's up there. What is that? Is that dark? Oh, let's go to another Logia fruit. That's amazing. Logia fruits are amazing for grinding, so I was very happy. I was happy to eat it. Alright, but the problem with Dark is that since these guys have Haki, they can still attack you, and the skills on Dark are pretty bad, not gonna lie. Ice is a lot better for attacking the enemies with Haki, but it was still pretty good to grind with. Like, I can't really complain about it. Not to mention the X skills animation looks so cool too. Alright, so once you get to level 350, just move on to Magma Admiral and server hop him, though he can be a little bit hard though, so I wouldn't stress, but he can be a little bit hard. So just make sure you're careful, keep your distance. His close ranged AoE attack is very strong, but his fist attack is not very strong. It's easy to avoid, so I wouldn't worry about that one. And look at that, all you need to do is just grind this guy until 375, just server hop. It's much better than attacking the enemies with Haki. They suck. So yeah, look at this. Look at how easy I'm defeating him, even with the Dark Fruit. It would be so much better if I had another fruit, but it doesn't matter. Look at that. Now we're moving on to the sea. These guys, watch out, they can hit you, so you gotta be a bit careful. Because you need to be level 6, I think it's 356 to have no Logia on these guys. Have Logia on these guys. So you gotta be a bit careful because they will be able to hit you. Alright, look at this guys, that quickly, and I already got the flames on my Dark Step. The flames on Dark Step make it so much better, but since I already have all the moves, I'm just gonna get rid of it and get the water fighting style, whatever it's called, water kung fu. Yeah, it's pretty good. It has fast M1s, and it's like really good for grinding, trust me. It's probably similar to Dark Step, but maybe a bit better. Alright, this boss can be a little bit hard, but look at this, you can just wall shot him guys, but be careful because he has one AoE move that can hit you through the wall, but if you have enough HP then it should be fine. Alright, so I was just grinding these guys, and then another fruit has spawned. I kinda don't really want to get rid of my my Dark Fruit, so I didn't really want to grab the fruit, but I had to because that's the challenge. That's the whole point of the challenge, is that you have to swap fruits every hour. And yeah, place your bets in the comments again what it is. It could be anything. I just really hope it's not it's an elemental fruit. Guys, elemental fruits, I can't say it enough, make grinding so much easier in this game. So if you can get an elemental fruit, trust me, it's just so much better. Alright, so it looks like it's at the Colosseum, I think. Yeah, no, it's actually at the Skylands, underneath one of those palm trees. Let's see what it is. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's the chop fruit. Alright, the chop fruit actually isn't that bad for grinding, guys, because you're immune to sword users, which is actually a lot of the NPCs use sword, so it's pretty useful to have immunity to swords. Like, look at this, I'm using the chop fruit and these guys can't even hit me. It's so nice to have Logia fruit even though it's not a Logia fruit. Oh yeah guys, so one of my clips deleted itself, but in that time I got the spring fruit again, and the spring fruit, I kind of found a combo for it, but it's a little bit bad for grinding, guys, I would say. Chop is so much better, and now I'm gonna get the Saber, so I can get the observation Haki, so they can't hit me. So I just sped the clip up like 15 times faster, pretty much, just so you didn't have to go through all the quest. And look at that, as fruit spawned right as I was doing the quest. It is a bit of a pain, but it's probably better than the spring fruit, so I'll grab it, I'll take it. What is it? Oh, it's the spin fruit. Oh no, I don't even know if that's better than the spring fruit. The spin fruit is kinda bad, guys. but luckily it has a flying ability, so I'm a bit happy with that. The flying ability fruits make grinding so much easier, because if you're traveling from island to island, you don't need a boat. And look at this, I'm just finishing off the quest, killing the Saber guy, but trust me, Shanks is a lot harder when you have spin fruit. Okay, so I grinded spin fruit for about 20 levels, I think, but it's time for me to get another fruit because it has already spawned in. Alright, it's at the desert again. Let's see what fruit it is. I really hope it's something good, another Logia, or something I've used before too. That would be nice. Oh, rubber fruit. Huh. Rubber fruit's actually good for grinding, guys. It has the M1 ability that can hit enemies from very far away. So it's pretty good for grinding, because it's easy to group enemies up and then attack them with your long range ability. Alright, so I just grinded rubber fruit for about 30 levels. I'm sorry I didn't have any clips of it. I think it deleted, because I don't know, my clips, for some reason some of them deleted. So it's just another fruit. I didn't get the transformation sadly, but I wasn't expecting to get it. It's 225 mastery, but trust me when I say this, rubber fruit is actually very good for grinding in the first season. You wouldn't expect it, but it's a good fruit, trust me. Alright, so place your bets in the comments on what the fruit is. I don't even know. I really hope it's a Logia fruit, but I can't say, because I don't know. Place your bets in the comments. Oh, it's at the desert place again? Are you serious? That's so weird how it's been at the desert place all the time. What is that? Oh, it's the bomb fruit. Oh my god, bomb fruit. So let me say this, bomb fruit actually got a big buff in the most recent update, so it's actually not that bad for grinding. I just used it to kill the bosses, but you gotta be a bit careful, because its moves, you need to charge it up, so it's a bit gimmicky, you know, because you gotta have the boss far away from you in order to use it properly. But it's still killable. You can still kill enemies with it. It's just a bit harder than a normal fruit, than a Logia. Look at this, I'm making them step on all the bombs. The damage is kinda good, guys. If you can get them to walk on all the landmines, the damage is very good for this fruit. So I would just recommend doing that. Also, the F ability does damage, which is weird. Most fruits don't do damage with their F ability. See, look at this, I'm making, like, Thunder God is a bit hard with this fruit, but I can still kill it. Look at that, guys. Yep. And look at that, another fruit has spawned. I was grinding for about 10-20 levels, I think, and then another fruit has spawned. Check where it is. I really hope it's another Logia, guys. I really don't like the non-Logia fruits. They make grinding hard. Oh, I'm trying to figure out where it is. I think it's at the Fountain City, guys, but it might not be. Yep, just get the boat. Place your bets in the comments on what it is. I have to see. Yep, and cut to the boat. Yep, there we go. Look at this. I thought it was at Fountain City, but it's actually at prison. Look at this. What fruit is it? Oh, where is it? No, it's around the other side. It looks oh guys, it's flame. Flame fruit is another Logia, so it's very good for grinding, guys. Like, if you get flame, I would just keep it unless you get light, magma, or ice. But flame is very good for grinding, guys. I would recommend using it. Look at this. Look at how easy the Thunder God is with flame fruit. And another fruit has spawned too. This is still good about. You have to grind this area until 625 levels, guys. So you have to grind it for a while. But don't worry, because it's decently fast to grind there. So I wouldn't worry. Alright, check this out, guys. It's at the desert area again. How many times have I got the desert area? I'm not even sure. Oh, yes, it's the smoke fruit. Guys, smoke fruit is actually really good for grinding. Like, you wouldn't expect it, but the smoke fruit, because it's a low gear, is very good, and the X ability is a big stun. Like, look at this. You hit them with the X ability, and then you can M1 them a whole bunch of times. I would say that the smoke fruit is actually one of the best fruits for grinding in the entire game. Alright, I'm sorry, but one of the clips deleted, and in the clips deleting, I got falcon fruit. I was very upset, guys, but as you can see, it's not that bad for this area because you can just use the wall strat. But if I had a low gear fruit, that would make things much easier. And then I was so happy to get another fruit. I was sick of the falcon fruit, guys, but hopefully it's something better than falcon. Look at that, it's desert area again. No, it's kilo. Oh no. Kilo's the worst fruit in the game, guys. I can't believe I got kilo fruit. Am I seriously gonna finish the game with kilo fruit? Oh my god. Guys, imagine you finished the game with kilo fruit. Could you imagine doing a noob to pro only using the kilo fruit, guys? Oh my god. That would suck. Alright, kilo fruit, like falcon, isn't actually that bad for this area because you can just wall strat the enemies, you see. But it's still not as good as a low gear, but these guys have haki anyway, so they're a bit hard. So I would just use the wall strat. And now we just gotta server hop the Frankie boss fight. You guys, there is a wall strat to this, but it's a bit hard. So I didn't show it in this video because you can die a lot of times from it. So I would not recommend doing the wall strat in this area. You have to go onto the waterfall and get him to go up, and then use the little walls to stop him from attacking you. But he has a lot of AoE moves, so he can still attack you through the walls. Alright guys, so one more level. I'm seriously going to finish the game with kilo fruit. It's so sad. Oh, I wish it was like light fruit or border fruit. That would be so nice, guys, but no, it's the worst fruit in the game, kilo fruit. I finished the game with the worst fruit. That's such a pain, guys. Look at this boss is a bit hard though, so be careful, because especially with kilo fruit, he's a bit hard. Alright, there we go. Now I gotta talk to the marine captain, or yeah, whatever it is, and leave the game. So just gonna cut to when I get to the prison. So you just gotta go to the prison, guys. It's very close to the fountain, so I wouldn't worry. So look at that, just cut to the prison. Yep, there we go. And look at that, you're already at the prison, and it's pretty close, so I wouldn't worry. And then the detective will ask you to kill the boss, the ice boss. Trust me, guys, he's a bit hard, but I think that the cyborg Frankie boss fight is a bit harder, guys. So you can probably defeat him without dying, so I wouldn't worry about that, guys. Just defeat him. He's pretty easy. I realize that it's just faster to teleport, so yeah, just teleport to the pirate starter place, and then yeah, just go to. I can't fly over there because kilo fruit doesn't have a flying ability. It's a bit sad because it means I have to use a boat, but it's okay, guys. Look at this. Just go to the frozen village place and just use the key on the door, and you'll be able to fight the boss. Don't worry, guys, he's pretty easy. Also, by this time, I've had the head haki too. I got my haki to head. So if you're using melee, you should be able to get your haki almost completed, like halfway done, just by doing the first C. So that's very good for grinding, guys, because it's a big damage reduction. And also my observation haki has been trained a lot too, because I'm not using low gear. So it's kinda a good thing. And look at that, the Ice Admiral is already defeated. He doesn't give a lot of EXP, guys, so that's a bit sad for us. And then yeah, just the Ice Admiral talking about the story. Yeah, going to the third sea, Don Swan. Yeah, I've seen this a lot of times, guys, so if you guys haven't seen this though, I would read it. but you're gonna see it on your main account. Also, look at that, guys. I have 2.965 million cash already. That is because I haven't been random fruiting, but that's a lot. I've only got 2 fighting styles though. My water kung fu has almost got all of its skills already. That's very good, guys. It's very good for grinding. I would, like, you can either get water kung fu or electric claw. They're both very good for first C, whichever you want. And yeah, just head back to the detective, and he's gonna tell you to go to the second C. And once you get to the second C, that's where grinding really gets hard, guys. Like, the third C is harder, but the second C is still pretty hard. Look at that. He thinks one is in second C, and now you gotta go to Middletown, and then talk to the guy who makes you leave the first C. I forgot his name, but yeah, look at this, guys. Just run over to the Middletown, and he's on the other side. He's on the other side of the town, guys. I'll show you where he is. See, look at this. Just over here. Follow me. Right around here. Experienced captain. Talk to him, and he'll send you to the second C. Oh, it's a bit glitched for some reason, but yeah, I'm not talking to him. Yep, so it's time to leave the first C and go to the second C. Check it out. Yep, there we go. Finally, guys, we're in the second C. Now this is where the fun begins, right? Alright, so yeah, just stay tuned for the next video. If we get 5 likes, I'll make a part 2 of this. So goodbye, guys.